Welcome to this comprehensive interactive study guide on Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. In this video, we will dissect the novel's sophisticated narrative techniques, its biting social commentary, and how to excel in your exams. We'll explore free indirect discourse, irony, and the economic realities that drive the plot. Let's dive in. Let's map out the core analytical tools. First, free indirect discourse allows us to see Elizabeth's evolving self-awareness and her changing feelings toward Darcy. Second, verbal irony is used throughout, especially by Mr. Bennet, to expose hypocrisy and absurdity. Third, the epistolary form gives weight to written communication. Darcy's letter is a turning point that forces Elizabeth to confront her own prejudice. Turning to our core study notes, the legal concept of entailment is central to the plot. Because the Bennet estate can only pass to a male heir, the 5 Bennet sisters face financial insecurity. Marriage becomes an economic necessity, not just a romantic ideal. Charlotte Lucas's decision to marry the ridiculous Mr. Collins is a stark example of how women traded security for status. Austen uses this to satirize the limited options available to women. Elizabeth Bennet's character arc is a process of self-discovery. Initially blinded by both Pride and Prejudice, she misjudges both Darcy and Wickham. Darcy's disastrous proposal and subsequent letter force her to re-evaluate her own perceptions. Her visit to Pemberley shows a generous and kind Darcy beneath his reserve. Finally, his secret intervention in Lydia's scandal reveals his true honor, leading Elizabeth to full self-awareness and love. Let's work through a typical exam question. To achieve top marks, you need to analyze Austen's satirical purpose. Start by noting Mr. Collins's obsequious manner towards Lady Catherine and his absurd proposal to Elizabeth. Then connect this to the marriage market. He offers security but no love. Finally, discuss how Austen satirizes the church through his sycophancy, exposing how the institution reinforces class divisions. Watch out for these common pitfalls. Students often confuse Jane Austen's personal views with those of the narrator. Remember, the narrator can be ironic. Also, don't ignore the historical context of entailment and the limited rights of women. These are central to the plot's conflict. Finally, pay attention to irony in key moments like the opening sentence. It is a truth universally acknowledged. Is not a straightforward statement but a satirical jab at society's obsession with marriage. To wrap up, remember these key takeaways. Austen's narrative innovation, especially free indirect discourse, gives us insight into characters' minds. Her satire challenges societal norms, particularly the class system and women's limited options. The marriage plot is a vehicle for critiquing economics. Darcy and Elizabeth serve as foils, each overcoming their pride and prejudice. Always ground your analysis in historical context. Keep these points in mind, and you'll be ready for your exam.